The mighty Himalayas are an arc-shaped mountain range stretching 2,400 kilometers from the Brahmaputra River in the east to the Indus River in the northwest. They are home to several million people and provide a critical source of fresh water for over 1 billion inhabitants in the South Asia region. Yet this spectacular and diverse mountain range, which is young in geological terms, poses many emerging vulnerabilities to climate change and challenges in disaster risk management. Due to its fragile and diverse topography and population pressure causing environmental degradation, this region is prone to disasters like floods, landslides and forest fires. This is the Seti River, located in western Nepal. It rises in the foothills of the Matsuputsre and Annapurna mountains of the central Himalayas and is one of the tributaries of the Gandaki river system. In the early hours of 5th May 2012, the usually calm flow of the Seti River swelled unexpectedly into a huge flood, claiming the lives of many and destroying billions of rupees worth of property. The flood lasted for about 3 hours.
पहिला पानी आयो पानी आएपछि पानीले बाटो खोल्दै गयो त्यहाँबाट बल्ल त्यो सेम कङ्क्रिट मुछेको के रे सिमेन्ट हो त्यस्तो आएर पुरा ढुङ्गा बालुवा माटो यति ठुलठुलो ढुङ्गाहरू त आरामसँग यस्तो घुमाई कहाँ लग्यो पत्तै छैन यहाँ ढुङ्गाहरू र उहरू त डेन्जर म सपना जस्तो लागिरहेको थियो कसम सपना बराबर गरेर बस्यो त्यसरी हेर्यो.
The force of the flood water and its debris of soil and gravel swept away almost everything in its path. Many local villagers, internal and foreign tourists, lost their lives in the flood. It is reported that 28 were found dead while 42 are still missing. The flood also took with it numerous livestock and dozens of houses and vehicles, turned hundreds of hectares of cultivatable land into riverbed, and destroyed 3 suspension bridges. The roads and electric transmission lines of Mirsa, Awang, Sarul and Barabari villages were also severely damaged. The flood mostly affected Karapani of Sardikola Village Development Committee and Sadal village of Matsuputsre Village Development Committee. Karapani is a famous tourist destination, 18 kilometers upstream from Pokhara city. The hot spring, small village and marketplace were turned into a sandy, barren land within seconds by the flood. However, further downstream, loss of life and property was avoided due to effective advance warning of the flood.
गोस्ते घाट, गजरे घाट, कस्केरी मुख्य यो तीनटा एरियाको बस्ती लगभग 200 जति टहराहरू सुकुम्बासीका टहराहरू जो बालुवा र नदीमै आश्रित हुनुहुन्छ उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ हामीले हटाएर अन्दाजी 2000 मान्छेहरू चाहिँ जति हामीले बचाउन सक्यौं भन्ने लाग्छ हामीलाई.
On the day of the flood, the flow of the Seti River was fluctuating the whole day. It rose and fell 8 times. The flood cut riverbanks upstream and deposited silt downstream. Because of this deposition, the surface level of the Seti has risen in downstream areas. Residents along the riverbanks continued to be terrified after the event, thinking the flood might recur any time.
हामी राति पनि अब यही बसेर हेर्ने हो, दिउँसो पनि यही बसेर हेर्ने हो, खोला कुन बेला आउँछ भनेर, त्यो हिमताल फुट्छ भनेर सुनेका छौं हामीले। बच्चाहरु पनि स्कुल नपठाएर यही हामीसँगै राखेछौं साथै। अब हामी मात्रै मर्नी, बच्चाहरु बाँच्ने पनि हुन्न, मरे सबै एकैचोटी मर्नी भनेर त्रासमा हामी छौं।
The occurrence of such a flash flood during the dry season and the devastation brought about by it has been a matter of great concern for all. The disaster received much attention in the national and international media. The Nepal Army, Nepal Police and other governmental and non-governmental organisations were active in the rescue operation. The government of Nepal declared this a national disaster, mobilised rescue teams and promptly provided financial assistance. What caused the Seti River to flood on 5th May 2012? Understanding the scientific cause has been a matter of great concern and urgency. An eyewitness, Russian pilot Alexander Maximov, was flying over the Annapurna range at the beginning of the flood.
When I looked to the Annapurna Fall, I saw a very big avalanche. First time, I think it's maybe cloud, but clouds moving very fast up. I understand. I think it's maybe 4 or 5 kilometers distance. And then avalanche moving very fast at this time. I think more fast than my plane.
A month after the flood, various scientists have conducted preliminary studies. Initial thoughts that an avalanche created a temporary natural dam on the river, or it was even a glacial lake outburst flood, were soon ruled out because of the short time between the avalanche that Captain Maximov saw and the flood downstream. There was not enough time for a reservoir to form. Instead, some scientists, including geologist Dr. Ranjan Kumar Dahal and colleagues, think that a rockfall high on Annapurna 4 mountain triggered an avalanche that carried snow and rock debris down a great height, picking up finer debris from the site of a former glacial lake as it went. It may have formed liquid slurry full of debris, some of which reached one or more of the deep gorges that descended to the Seti River. The slurry could have rushed down a gorge to the Seti River and caused the flood. The deposits left by the flood in the bed of the Seti are apparently the same as the glacial lake deposits at the source of the Seti River. At the time of making this film, scientists continued to collect more evidence and discuss this and other theories.
अहिले हुन सक्ने कारण हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एभलान्च हो, किनभने अब अहिलेको मेको महिनामा टेम्परेचर राइज हुन्छ, अब त्यसमा अनस्टेबल भएर बसेका अब त्यो आइस स्नोहरुको स्टोर चाहिँ अब एकैचोटी तल झर्ने हुन्छ.
A major concern is the possible recurrence of similar disastrous incidents in the future in this or other areas, given the vulnerability of the Himalayas. Hence, it is of utmost importance to identify the root cause and focus on disaster risk preparedness.
पोखरामा यो घटना घटेको यो पहिलो पटक होइन. 800-900 वर्ष पहिला पनि यस्तो एकदमै ठूलो घटनाबाट नै पोखरा उपत्यका बनेको हो, जसको उदाहरण, जसको असर वरिपरिका ती हिम हाम्रा त्यही फेवाताल, बेगनासताल, रूपातालहरुबाटै देख्न सकिन्छ. तिनीहरु यस्तै घटनाले गर्दा थुनिएर बनेका हुन्, खोलाहरु थुनिएर बनेका हुन्. अब अर्कोतर्फ अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय क्षेत्रमा हेर्ने हो भने पनि हामी यो कर्डिलिएरा ब्लाङ्का भन्ने साउथ अमेरिकाको पहाडको मुनि रहेको एउटा गाउँ युङ्गे भन्ने गाउँ छ। त्यहाँ हाउसकारान भन्ने ठाउँबाट आएको यस्तै हिम पहिरो र सम्मिश्रण वहनले गर्दा एकैचोटि 20,000 मान्छेको मृत्यु भएको घटना छ। त्यस्तै चाहिने 20-25 वर्ष पहिला चाहिने स्विजरल्यान्डको म्याटरहोर्न भन्ने जुन मुख्य चुचुरो छ त्यसको तल रान्दा भन्ने ठाउँमा पनि यस्तै घटना घटेर त्यहाँ पुरै टुरिस्टहरू चाहिँ बिचमा थुनिएर यो अलिकति चाहिँ धेरै डिस्टर्बेन्सेसहरू भएको थिए। अब यो किन हुन्छ भन्नेमा सारांशमा भन्दाखेरि हामी के भन्न सक्छौँ भने एकदम अल्गो ठाउँमा भएको हिउँ र चाहिँ चट्टानहरूका ठुला टुक्राहरू एकाएक कयौँ किलोमिटर तल आएर ठोक्किँदाखेरि बिचमा भएको हावा त्यो चट्टानका टुक्रा र हिउँ र बरफ त्यो सबैले तल पार्ने त्यसले धक्काले गर्दाखेरि उचिटेर चाहिँ नि आउने खालको जुन सम्मिश्रण वहन हो त्यसको अत्यन्त ठुलो गति हुन्छ। त्यो हाम्रो साउन्ड भनौँ न आवाज गतिभन्दा पनि बढी हुन्छ। हो त्यस्तो स्पिडमा आउने जुन मेटेरियल हो त्यो पदार्थ हो ढुङ्गा माटोले त्यसले चाहिँ खोलाबाट भएर तल आउँदा विभिन्न समयमा बिस्तारै एउटा छाल आयो अनि फेरि अर्को छाल आयो यस्तै क्रमिक रूपमा आउने छालहरूले गर्दाखेरि यो घटना भएको हो।
The majority of the rivers that rise in the Himalayas flow through dense residential areas and developments in downstream areas. While this particular disaster has not been linked with climate change, many scientists predict that climate change will likely increase the frequency of future disasters in the region. Studies suggest that temperatures are rising faster in the Himalayas than the global average. One consequence of warming is the formation of glacial lakes by retreating glaciers. According to a survey carried out by the International Centre for Integrated Mountain Development, ECMOD, 21 out of 1,466 glacial lakes are on the verge of outburst in Nepal alone. If disaster risk reduction measures are not taken, this could cause major destruction of lives and properties. The Seti River flash flood is an eye-opener, and timely attention is a must to understand and prevent or mitigate future and potentially greater devastation.
दुःखद कुरा के भने यसमा अध्ययन भएको छैन र यसको अर्को पक्ष के महत्त्वपूर्ण छ भने यो घटना चाहिँ हामीले हिमतालहरूलाई हामी देख्न सक्छौँ, पहिराहरूलाई पनि हामीले देख्न सक्छौँ आएर थुनिएको खोलाहरू, तर यो चाहिँ हामीले त्यसरी देख्न सक्दैनौँ। तर यिनीहरू यो घटना त्योभन्दा कम खतरनाक छ भन्न मिल्दैन, अझ बढी खतरनाक पनि हुन सक्छ।
जलवायु परिवर्तनको कारणले नै यो घटना घटेको हो भन्ने चाहिँ अलिकति गाह्रो भएको थियो। एकैचोटि यो एक्सट्रिम इभेन्ट घट्यो हैन, र घटेपछि यसले धेरै विनाश पनि ल्यायो। तर अहिलेको दिनहरुमा यो घटनाले के देखाउँछ भन्दाखेरि यस्तो घटनाहरू अब धेरै पनि बढ्न थाल्न सक्छ, किन भन्दाखेरि हाम्रो हिमालयन इकोसिस्टम एकदम भनरेबल छ भन्ने कुरा यसले देखाउँछ। यो एक ठाउँ मात्रै भएको छ हैन, आउने भविष्यका दिनहरुमा यो घटनाहरू अरु ठाउँमा पनि घट्न सकिन्छ, सम्भावना धेरै छ। जलवायु परिवर्तनको कारणले गर्दा यसले झन् यसलाई टेवा दिएर झन् अगाडि झन् राम्रो घटनाहरू चाहिँ घट्न सकिन्छ चाहिँ देखिन्छ।
Realizing the lessons taught by the flash flood of Seti, it is important that we pay utmost attention to better managing disaster risk in the future.
WWF ले NTNC, केयर र फेको फन्डसँग मिलेर USAID को सपोर्टमा हरियो वन कार्यक्रम चाहिँ अन्नपूर्ण र चितवन ल्यान्डस्केपमा चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ सञ्चालन गर्न चाहिँ थालेको छौं। अब जुन चाहिँ यो क्षति भयो हैन, सेती नदीको आएर चाहिँ त्यो पनि हरियो वन कार्यक्रमको चाहिँ एउटा काम गर्ने थलोइ हो। त्यसै कारणले अब आगामी दिनहरुमा यो सेती नदीमा आएको बाढीलाई पनि मध्यनजर गरी यसबाट सिकेर हामी चाहिँ यो क्षेत्रमा चाहिँ क्लाइमेट चेन्जको बाट आउन सक्ने इम्प्याक्टहरुमा चाहिँ कसरी एड्याप्ट गर्ने र कसरी त्यहाँ कम्युनिटीहरुलाई चाहिँ सचेत गराउने भनेर चाहिँ हामी अगाडि बढ्छौं।
Appropriate early warning systems are urgently needed in the downstream areas of rivers like the Seti so as to prevent further loss of life and property. More research is also needed on such extreme events in the Himalayas, and it is imperative to develop an appropriate national disaster risk reduction strategy to address natural and climate-induced disasters.